Today we are going book shopping. You guys know it is our most favorite thing to do. We have a few spots that we want to go to today. We definitely want to go to Barnes & Noble. We also want to go to some thrifting locations. We also received some book mail that we do want to show you guys. So a lot of fun things today, but before we get started, we do want to take a second to thank Pair Eyewear for sponsoring today's video.
If you guys didn't already know, Pair Eyewear is a revolutionary brand that is changing the way the world wears glasses. We love Pair Eyewear because you get to choose your base pair of glasses and then you can browse their huge selection of top frames that you can snap on and change up your style whenever you like.
They offer high quality, affordable glasses that you can customize with your prescription or blue light lenses. The base pair that I have on is their Kirby in crystal clear.
And the base pair I have on right now is the Murphy pair in crystal clear. We did add the blue light option to both of our glasses because you guys know we're always on our phones and our laptops, and these help reduce eye strain whenever we're editing.
It's super easy to shop on their website. After you pick your favorite base frames, then you get to go and choose all your favorite top frames, and they have so many to choose from. I got the blush, which is such a cute pink color. It honestly could go with everything too, and y'all know I'm such a pink girly. And then I got the red, which is kind of a little bit more sophisticated, a little out of what I would normally wear, but I like it. And if I don't feel like wearing glasses, I can just switch it up and wear sunnies, and the ones that I got are the rose gold sun top, which just screams me, and I absolutely love it. So much fun.
You guys know 99% of my wardrobe is black, so I had to go with their black frames. These ones are called the black and I love them. I think these I'm going to be wearing the most often just because they go with everything. They seem really casual. I also had to get some sunglasses, so I did the black sun top. I mean, I know, I'm not a huge color person, but I think these would just be perfect because you could so quickly turn your glasses into sunglasses. I'm obsessed with the idea of this. So much so, I got another pair of sun tops and I went crazy with this one. I got the silver sparkle sun top. Out of my comfort zone, but I think these feel like a party.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go out.
It's a good time.
Overall though, these are so fun. The fact that you can customize them and match them to any outfit you wear is everything and more. So we're so happy with the ones we chose. You could get prescription glasses from Pair Eyewear for only $60, and then you could switch up your style anytime you like, with the topper starting at only $25.
If you guys are interested in getting your own customizable pair of glasses, click the link in the description and use our code LorandaReads15 to get 15% off your first pair.
Thank you so much, Pair Eyewear, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go book shopping. All right, you guys, we are back in the car and we have a whole big bag full of books. We've been out all day. Oh, we're finally ready to give you guys a haul. We went to a bunch of places. The first book I ended up getting is Emily Henry's Happy Place, because this book, we've been waiting for the paperback to come out. There was only hardcover out for a long time, and this was one of our Literal Besties Book Club books. I actually really enjoyed it, and I was waiting for the paperbacks to drop, and they finally have. I decided to pick it up. This was just a really cute summer romance book. You're basically following a couple who have broken up, but they're going on an annual trip with their best friends, and they pretend to still be together. It was really good. I loved it. I do want to read more Emily Henry after reading this book, so I'm gonna have to get into it, but I'm so happy to own it now.
I finally purchased Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I had to read this on the Kindle because I didn't own it yet, but now I have the full complete series on my shelf. It was bothering me that she was not up there. This was the first book that I read this year though, and the series was so good. I honestly did enjoy it more than the Inheritance Games. It's just a fun YA mystery kind of book. You have all these kids that are kind of like a found family, and they're working with the FBI to solve cold cases. So lots of fun. There's a little bit of a romance in there too. Definitely one of my favorite YA series.
I finally got The Never King by Nikki St. Croix. I mean, this has been out forever. I had a whole dark romance phase a couple years ago. I want to get back into it. And it's a Peter Pan reimagining, which is my favorite thing in the world. It says the stories were all wrong. Hook was never the villain. For 2 centuries, all of the darling women have disappeared on their 18th birthday. Sometimes they're gone for only a day, sometimes a week or a month, but they always return broken. Now, on the afternoon of my 18th birthday, my mother is running around the house making sure all the windows are barred and the doors locked, but it's pointless because when night falls, he comes for me, and this time the Never King and the Lost Boys aren't willing to let me go. I am so incredibly ecstatic for this. I think I'm gonna read it tonight. I didn't even realize that's what this is about. I'm so happy.
Dang.
I know this is a dark retelling though, so definitely check trigger warnings. I believe this is a duet, so if I love this one, I'm definitely gonna order the next one. But it says enemies to lovers romance with a hot, ruthless, morally gray love interest. Sign me up. Thank you.
I finally purchased Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. I love Tessa Bailey. I'm ready to start collecting all of her books, and I haven't purchased one from this series yet. It says Georgette Castle's family runs the best home renovation business in town, but she picked balloons instead of blueprints, and no one has taken her seriously since. Georgie loves planning children's birthday parties and making people laugh, just not at her own expense. She's determined to fix herself up into a woman of the world, whatever that means. Girl, what does that mean? Phase 1, a new framework for her business. Phase 2, a gut reno on her wardrobe. Phase 3, updates to her exterior. And Phase 4, put herself on the market. Who better to help demolish the image than the resident sports star and tabloid favorite? Travis Ford was Major League Baseball's hottest rookie when an injury ended his career. Boo! And then there's Georgie, his best friend's sister, who is not a kid anymore. Okay. I honestly don't think I've read an actual brother's best friend. Like, I've read one that was kind of labeled like that, but I didn't feel like it was brother's best friend. So hopefully this one I just love.
Up next, I have Ever the Hunted by Erin Summerall. I've heard amazing things about this. Do I need another fantasy series to start? No, but I had to pick it up. It says, how can you track down a killer when he's the boy who stole your heart? And that's why I bought it. Thank you. I don't need to read anything else. It says 17-year-old Britta is at ease only in the woods with her dagger and bow. Always.
Britta?
She spends her days tracking criminals alongside her father, the legendary bounty hunter for the king of Malum, that is, until her father is murdered. The alleged killer is her father's former apprentice, the only friend she's ever known, the boy she once loved who broke her heart. Her first love just killed her father.
Okay.
What is she to do? We're gonna find out. I'm so excited. I hope this is fantastic.
Another one I got is 10 Rules for Faking It by Sophie Sullivan. This one just looked really cute. It was at the thrift store. I had to pick it up. This is Everly Deer's year, the year her anxiety doesn't hold her back. This year, she pitches her podcast to her boss. There's just one problem. Her boss, Chris, is way too cute. Suddenly, people are lining up to date her and fans are voting for their favorite date. And meanwhile, the spark she feels for Chris might be a two-way street. It's a lot to handle for a woman who considers avoiding people an Olympic sport. She'll have to fake it till she makes it to get through this. I think this is a really fun take on a workplace romance. Hopefully this is a fun one.
My last one here, The Hurricane Wars by Thea Gunzon. I might be butchering that, but this book I have heard, again, fantastic things about. It says the fates of 2 bitter enemies with opposing magical abilities are swept together in the Hurricane Wars. The spellbinding debut in a fantasy romance trilogy. Oh no! Gonna start another series.
Jeez.
It's set in a Southeast Asia inspired world ravaged by storms, perfect for fans of Sarah J Maas and R.F. Kuang. I'm a fan of Sarah J Maas and R.F. Kuang, so it's gotta be good. It's your classic, like, 2 enemies, they have to work together to save the world or they'll end up destroying each other type of thing. It says an exquisite fantasy brimming with sizzling enemies to lovers romance set in a richly drawn world. It marks the breathtaking debut of an extraordinary new writer. It is a chunky book, but when I saw it, I knew I had to get it. If you have read this already, let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is one I'm excited to eventually start. Don't know know how soon I'm gonna start it because I have so many other books to read. Those were all of the books that we purchased today while we were out, but we also wanted to go over and haul these books that were sent to us from Melissa. They just showed up on our doorstep. We were not expecting them, so thank you so much for sending us these. We're so excited for them. The first one is from Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata, and her note said that she has this book on her TBR and she would love to hear my thoughts on it. So now I have to read it so I can let you know my thoughts. I have been wanting to read this book for a really long time. I love the idea of a figure skating romance. The back says, if someone were to ask Jasmine to describe the last few years of her life with a single word, it would definitely be the 4-letter one. After 17 years and countless broken bones and broken promises, she knows her window to compete in figure skating is coming to a close. But when the offer of a lifetime comes in from an arrogant idiot she spent the last decade dreaming about pushing in the way of a moving bus, Jasmine might have to reconsider everything, including Ivan Lukov. This sounds so good. I love ice skating. The only ice skating romance I read was Icebreaker, and it was only the girl that was the ice skater, he was hockey. So I like the idea that they're both figure skaters, and this is just one I've been waiting to read for a really long time. So thank you so much for sending it to me. I cannot wait to read it. She also sent me Colty by Mariana Zapata. Fun fact about this book, you guys, I had bought it and hauled it a long time ago. I ended up lending it out to a friend and I never got it back. I never got the chance to read it. I have my own copy now and I cannot wait to get started on it. This is the soccer romance, and I've never read a soccer romance before. It says, when the man you worshipped as a kid becomes your coach, it's supposed to be the greatest thing in the world. Keywords, supposed to. We're gonna be following 27-year-old Sal. She was obsessed with this famous soccer player and now he's her coach, and it says that he's now a quiet, reclusive shadow of the explosive, passionate man he'd once been. So we're gonna uncover what happened to this man. It says it's gonna be the longest season of her life and I cannot wait to read about it. These are my first Mariana Zapata books. I haven't read anything from her yet and I know she's the queen of slow burn, so I can't wait to see how I'm gonna like these. Thank you so much for sending these.
So first she sent me Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh and the new Bloom covers, and this is just so gorgeous. I know everyone has been waiting for us to start this series, and it's definitely one that we do want to start this year, but this is the first book in the Boys of Tommen series. We've heard such great things about it. We know a lot of people compare it to the Addicted series just because it's a big group of friends, but this one's actually going to be a sports one and they play rugby, so I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet a whole new group of friends and read their stories. And then she also sent me If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nolan. I'm still recovering from If He Had Been With Me, but I am so ready to read Finn's point of view and just go back and re-experience it in his eyes. And this one just came out, so I'm so glad to finally have this one. And then she also sent The Love Wager by Lynn Painter, and the note says, hey girl, I hope you enjoyed these books. I really enjoyed The Love Wager from Alyssa. I actually just got Better Than the Movies finally from BookOutlet, so I'm so glad to finally have 2 Lynn Painter books. Thank you so much, Alyssa. We're so happy to add these to our collection of books. It really made our day seeing these books show up on our door, so thank you again so much, and we cannot wait to read these books.
That is pretty much it for today's video. We had a great time book shopping.
Let us know if you've read any of these books and your thoughts on them. Also, let us know where you like to go book shopping.
Reminder to join our Literal Besties book club if you haven't already. That link is in the description and it's free to join. Thank you again, Pair Eyewear, for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you click the link in the description and use our code if you want your own pair. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys next time.
Let's read a little about let's read a girl, it's ticking. The clock is ticking. Let's read it.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. She spends her days tracking criminals alongside her father, the legendary bounty hunter for the king of Malum, that is, until her father is murdered. Dun dun. Oh my god, we gotta go.
It says Georgette Castle's family runs the best home renovation business in town, but she pickled
what? It doesn't even say pickled, it says picked.
Oh, I gotta go. It's been a long day.